Good evening everybody and welcome to Late Night Racing's Gen 3 Supercar series on Forza Motorsport. Tonight being the final round, round 13, coming to you live from Homested Raceway. So basically Homested Raceway is a smallish version of like Daytona road circuit. You can see we use both straights of the oval circuit with a quite technical infield. A few long straights, so there'll be some good passing opportunities down into the hairpins. So we look forward to seeing a cracking race tonight. So this is the final round of the playoffs. So in tonight's playoffs, as we get ready for qualifying, we have Binky, Sam, Aussie Bogan and Motorman all battling for the championship. So it basically comes down to who accumulates the most amount of points in the races tonight. So good luck to everybody. I believe we have 3 laps for quali. Then I think there was one 7-lap race and 2 14-lap races with compulsory stops. As we get ready for qualifying, we have a good sized field tonight. Bruno leading the way from Motorman, Starra, Izzy in the Supra, T-Dub about to launch in the Shell Helix Ford Mustang, Red Dragon spooling in the 46 City Chevrolet Camaro. Days of Thunder inspiration there. Agro Cat in the Whiskers sponsored Mustang. Grumblebum, who's in a Supra as well. We have Chase in the Mustang. Aussie Bogan in the Trades Mustang. One of the contenders for the playoffs. And Binky in the Camaro. Binky has been unstoppable in the last few rounds, so it's going to be a tough ask to knock him off for the championship. As Bruno comes around to complete his first lap. So spooling goes to the top. Bruno's done a 130, 131.4. Spooling to the top with a 128.7. Just been eclipsed by Binky with a 127.24. Aussie Bogan's gone into second with a 128.53. Oh, looks like Grumblebump's had a bit of a mishap into turn 2. T-Dub's done a 129.4, currently sitting in 4th. Motorman in 5th with a 131.02. Sparrow in 6th with a 131.3 and 4. So Bruno's dropped down to 7th. Red Dragon with a 131.67, sitting in 8th. Dizzy with a 129.83. One's on a 138. There must be dirty laps, these ones. As Bruno now goes to the top again with a 1:27.01. What a great lap. Sparrow's moved up into second with a 1:27.06 as well. Great lap there. So only 5/100ths. As Agrocat goes to the top with a 1:26.87 into the 26 as he goes. And just eclipsed by Binky, who's done a 1:25.26. So leads by over a second as Aussie Bogan moves into second place with a 1:26.54. T-Dub's moved up into third with a 1:26.77. So they're still chopping and changing. Everyone is now onto their final lap. It will be Bruno that will finish the qualifying session. He'll be the first across the line with his third lap. Stay on board here and see how he manages up onto the bank, onto the straight, crosses the line, manages a 1:27.38, so he could not beat his best time. Dizzy jumps up with a 1:26.77. Motorman crosses the line with a 1:26.78, sitting fifth. And Binky crosses the line with a 1:24.86, so definite clear leader there. Aussie Bogan crosses the line with a 1:27.56. Could not better his time of a 26.54, but still sitting in second. Dizzy's the big mover and shaker who's managed to climb up to third in the Supra with a 26.77. Great results there. So it'll be interesting. There's a few that are in the playoffs that have some work to do. Our qualifying is complete. Get everybody to do a few final checks and changes to set up. Probably add some more fuel in. Get ready, and then everyone will ready up for race one. Go back here. I was looking at the drivers list. It won't give me the best laps. So you can see whether we have a few looming clouds, no chances of rain, but 7 laps of this 3.56 kilometre circuit. So not a great deal of time. You have to get out quick, get the moves done. If we're doing 1 minute 26s, 27s, the race will only go for basically 10 minutes. So as we wait for everyone to ready up, probably a good time now to grab a drink, grab a quick toilet break, and get ready as we get ready for round 13, the final round of the Gen 3 Supercar Series. Only a few drivers left now to ready up, and then we'll go racing. Homestead's a quite tight technical little racetrack, so interesting to see where the opportunities arises for overtakes. Very easy to run wide too into the grass, especially coming off the front and back straights where you're dropping down off the banking. So it looks like everybody has readied up. Just be waiting for the host now. There we go. Countdown is on. As they've lined up on the grid. Here we go. And we are on the way for race 1. I want to get rid of player card. There we go. So Binky leads them through. So far, pretty clean through the field. Bit of contact going in through here. Still Sam's joined. Didn't see Sam in qualifying, so he started from the back of the grid. He's working his way through. He's just got past schooling. He's on the back of Aggro Cat now. As they head up into one short little straight, heading up into a hairpin. Schooling gets back on the inside there of Sam. Bruno being harassed by... Oh, we've got a bit of an incident up in front. Oh, T-Dub's just gone straight into the wall. Just outbraked himself a little bit. Let's put him to the back of the field. Agrocat's still all over the back here. Someone's knocking the brake marking signs down. Cat being hounded massively, and who was that into the wall? Aggro Cat into the wall and lets Sam and Spooling pass, but he's battling back here with Spooling. Looking to get around the outside here at turn 1 as Sparrow's looking up the inside. Sparrow sticks the nose in. A little bit of bump and shove, but manages to make it stick as Aggro Cat's trying to stick around the outside. Can't quite get the traction down, and Sparrow makes the move. So we go back to the front of the field. Binky has already put out a 2.2 second lead over Aussie Bogan, so he's pretty much checked out big time. And Aussie Bogan's got a 2.5 second lead over Dizzy. Oderman now trying to close that gap. As we see Bruno's looking up the inside of Sam. They head onto this back straight. Spawn's managed to get around Aggro Cat. But Aggro Cat's managed to get back on Sparrow off in the grass. Throwing dirt left, right and centre. We've got one pulling into the pits already. Motorman has dived down to do his first stop. Chase now all over the back of Sparrow. Oh, Sparrow runs wide again into the grass, and that lets Chase go through. Chase on the inside for the next turn. Can Sparrow do the over and under? No, he can't, but he's right on the tail of him. Is he going to have a look down here? Not quite close enough. So Go back to the front. Bruno, Sam, and Spaulding battling hard for the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Spaulding's now on the outside as they head down into the hairpin. He managed to make it stick around the outside. They go 3 wide on exit, and Spaulding gets the best run out of all 3 and clinches 2 positions here. He's on the inside of Bruno, and he's going to have the inside run here to this fast little sweeper. Very close there. Bruno puts 2 wheels just on the dirt and manages to hold it up as they head through the chicane onto the front straight. Great move there from Spaulding. And while these 3 have been battling out, just in behind you can see Agro Cat is closing the gap, trying to claw his way back up into contention. We go back out the front, you can see Binky's all out on his own, pretty much just in a league of his own. 4.9 seconds back to Aussie Bogan, who then has a 2.4 second gap back to Dizzy in the Supra. Then it goes back to this battle pack of Spaulding, Bruno and Sam with Agro Cat. What's going on there with Bruno? His car was flashing, so I don't know whether he was in start mode or what. We move back here, Sparrow still chasing down Chase. Red Dragon has just managed to get around Grumblebum for the 10th place. And then we do have Motorman and T-Dub at the back of the field, but they both have done a compulsory stop. So, but to see when everybody else pulls in, as Sam goes around Spaulding, because Spaulding runs wide, puts a few wheels in the dirt. No traction out there. So on to lap 5. Only 2 laps to remain. Short, sharp race this one. There you go, Cat. Hounding the back of Bruno. Tries to look up the inside there, can't make it stick. Loses a bit of ground on exit there. And that takes the heat off Bruno for a bit of the lap. Little big slide from Bruno. Oh, Sparrow off in the dirt again, and that does let Chase through with quite a bit of a margin too. So with only 2 laps remain, I don't know if Sparrow will be able to close that down unless something major happens. So Sam's managed to check out on Spaulding and create a bit of a buffer. So it takes a bit of the pressure off as we're on start of lap 6. 2 to go. Well, the gaps are slightly starting to open up now. So the only ones really now in contention for the playoffs is Spinky and Aussie Bogan. Sam is in 4th. The way it's looking is that Binky has a tremendous lead here. He will be hard to stop in the next 2 races because the next 2 races qualifying is the same positions. So they'll start the race in the same position as they did for qualifying. Spaulding still trying to close back in on Sam. He's only 1.5 off his tail. Just don't think it can be done. I think that The tyre pressures and temperatures have all come up, so the grip's up there for everybody. Bit of a straight line through that chicane there, Spooling. We've got Red Dragon here, 9th place, all over the back of Chase. But Sparrow has managed to get around Chase again, so obviously Chase has had a bit of an incident. As we are on the last lap, we'll go back to our race leader. Just heading up this little, the first back straight you could call it. Then after the hairpin will be the second back straight. Got that gap out to 8.5 over Aussie Bogan. Spooling's managed to close in quite a bit on Sam here. As they head onto the second back straight, he's looking up the inside. I think he's quite close enough. We'll keep an eye on that as Binky comes up onto the front straight and crosses the line to take race 1. Aussie Bogan comes home in second, and not too far behind was Dizzy. Spooling has managed to get around Sam and takes 4th place, just with a bit of a drift session. Keep it off the wall. Sam in 5th, Aggro Cat in 6th. Sparrow crosses the line in 7th. We go back to Chase. Chase in 8th, Motorman in 9th. Oh, Red Dragon's had a bit of a spin into the pit lane and drops another position. Grumble Bum will come across the line in 10th place. Bruno's got him too. Oh, Bruno's had a bit of an incident and dropped right back to the back of the field. It's very unfortunate. And T-Dub with a DNF. Don't know whether that was a disconnect or if he's having internet issues, but that's very unfortunate for T-Dub. As Red Dragon crosses the line in 12th. So there is our race 1. So Binky and Aussie Bogan still in contention for the series win. It'll all come down to the next 2 races now to see where they both finish. But from the looks of it, Binky's just in a league of his own, basically leading a second a lap on everybody else. So it's kind of hard to beat that, but you never say never. So race 2 and 3 are now 14 lap races. I believe he hasn't changed the details yet. Ooh, does that look like rain? Just looking at the car, looks like there's a few drops of rain on it. So whether we're going to have a few wet races to finish the series off. Hasn't changed it yet. So it's in the intermission stage between race 1 and 2, guys, so just got to wait for the event setup to be changed again and everyone to ready up before we jump back in for race 2. So bear with us. We'll be back to racing very shortly. Okay, so it looks like we are ready to race again. Looks like we've got another 7-lap race. I don't think he's changed. Unless it's 2 7-lap races and 1 14-lap race, I don't know. We'll just run with it anyway, see what happens. As we're lined up for race 2, got Binky and Sam on the front row. Binky leads them away after a great start. Got Dizzy in the Supra sitting in 5th. Bruno on his outside. Got T-Dub into 7th. A little bit of a shove there from Agro Cat as it gets tight and twisty through these few sweeping corners. All very sideways there from Sprawling. All the lights are on, so it makes me think we might have a bit of a wet track here. Oh, late under brakes there was Chase, trying to go 3 wide with Sprawling and teed up. Sprawling goes around the outside, he's on the grass. Ooh, just got away with that re-entry. As T-Dub screams across the grass, same spot as first race, and is put into the back of the field. And T-Dub has DNF'd again. So once again, Binky's out in front. The 3.8 second lead already after 1 lap. Hate to say it, but you might as well throw him the trophy now. But Sam has got Aussie Bogan hot on his heels. Track does look a little bit slippery. Makes everyone roll through. Oh, Sparrow goes deep into the grass there. As we just sit down here at the hairpin. We should see Binky come into picture. There he is there. Followed by Sam and Aussie Bogan, Motorman. As Dizzy's looking up the inside of Bruno here at the hairpin, and it looks like he can make that stick. Aggro Cat, followed by Chase. Then back to Red Dragon, Humble Bum, and Sparrow. You can see them there coming down off the bank corner. They're coming through this last chicane onto the front straight. File through nice and neatly. Bruno's still hot on the heels here of Dizzy for 5th spot. Good exit out of this little sweeping corner here. A good run down here, and you can have a look on the inside of this right hander before you get onto the first back straight. We'll get a good run out of here, stay in the toe, and have a look down the inside of the hairpin onto the second back straight. I just don't think he's quite close enough yet. Motorman, he's looking hot at the moment. He's closing that gap ever so slightly on Aussie Bogan. So whatever setup changes he's done from race 1 to race 2 has definitely worked for him. Whether it's the track conditions that suits him, he's closing this gap right up now. Oh, well, there you go, look up the top there, we've got 17 laps, so it did change, but I obviously missed that. While we're looking, we have got one compulsory stop to do, so. Easy now, trying to close in the Supra. On board here with his, watch as he can try to make his way back up to Bruno. But there's a few spots of water on the rear window of this Supra here, so there might be a bit of a sprinkle. Supra does look like it's super fast in a straight line. So we just go back here to Aggro Cat too, who's closing in on the back of Chase. Okay. Oh, very squirmy under brakes there. Whether he's got a suspension issue, because he's quite far down the field. He's usually up in the top 5. But whether he's just struggling with these conditions, not too sure. But Dizzy now all onto the back of Bruno. Bruno runs a little bit wide there. This is going to invite Dizzy right up onto the back of him. Oh, gives him a little kiss on the bumper. Just to get a good run through here. Get a good straight exit. Oh, that's exactly what happens when you touch the grass. Now you got to do all that work all over again. Good looking car, right? aggro cab. He's closed right in now on chase. So they're the only two battle packs we got going at the moment. Binky's just blitzed the field, left everyone for dead. The gap out to 8.2 seconds over Sam. Sam's managed to hold a nice position there over Aussie Bogan, who's 2.8 seconds back. He's in third. Then it's only 1.7, 1.8 back to Motorman. And we've got this battle here with Bruno and Dizzy. See that Supra's got some good brakes. I don't know if Dizzy's going to be quite close enough to have a run here. Real closing on the brakes. Very squirming on the exit there for Bruno. Dizzy's right onto the back of him here. He might have a look up the inside. Sticks the nose out. Oh, not quite enough. Oh, Bruno's in the grass and runs wide as Dizzy then goes through. Great move from Dizzy. Just sat back and watched that happen. As Binky's pulled into the pits to do his first compulsory and only compulsory stop. And there's the lead over to Sam. Who's now extended that gap to Bogan by 3.3. Spooling is 5 laps down. You can't park there, sir. What's going on there with spooling? Can't really stay there, spooling. What's going on? Anyway, so spooling looks like he's out for the rest of this race. As we head back in. Aussie Bogan's just maintaining that gap. There's a Motorman, Bogan and Sam are going to the pits. Look at the windscreen, we can see raindrops. It looks like everyone's going into the pits nice and early. With those wet tyres on. Little Sparrow's skating around on slicks. It is absolutely pouring down at the moment as Sparrow is struggling for grip, and he's going to stay out. Got to be kidding. I don't know if that's the smartest move. I think Sam stayed out as well, and Aussie Bogan. They've all stayed out on slicks. I dare say they'll push hard this lap. Try to skate these cars around to get to the pits. Just trying ever so gently not to lock up. As Dizzy's managed to get around, Aggro Cat is struggling with grip massively. Here he's just trying to put the power down. Just breaks out into the wheel spin. back to the race leader. What's Sam gonna do? He might actually already have intermediates on. Oh, Binky's DNF'd. What's happened there? Oh, that's definitely not going to help his playoff position. Grey Cat is in the pits, putting those wet tyres on. Got Motorman, so we've got Bruno, Dizzy, and Motorman trying to close in for that final spot on the podium. And ever so gently. Oh, Red Dragon, massive slide. Sam's still out in the lead on lap 10 of 17. Like he's going full ball. Bruno's now got some temp into these wet tyres. He's closing this gap in here on Dizzy. So easy with these Gen 3 Supercars, so high powered, very easy to break into wheel spin. You can see being ever so gentle on the throttle, and it's just stepping sideways, left, right and centre. Short shift a second there, try to stop the car from bursting into wheel spin. Well, looks like the rain has absolutely set everybody apart. It's the only battle pack we've really got at the moment. We go and check back in on the leader. Sam's still out there doing a fantastic job. So the way this looks now, coming into the playoffs, I believe that after this race, if everything stays the way it is, Aussie Bogan will take the lead in the playoffs, because he finished second last race and second again, so accumulate those points. Because Binky has DNF'd, that will put Aussie Bogan to the top. I believe Sam will jump Binky because Binky's in 12th. I don't know if he'll get any points for that position. Grey Cat back out after skating around on a few laps. such a lot of water on track. There's no chance of a dry line forming. There's too much rain. Still not over here between Dizzy and Bruno. Ever so gently trying to get the power down. It's such a lightweight car, very hard to do. But see, as soon as you touch the throttle, just burst into wheel spin and step sideways. We go on bonnet cam here. Oh. Let's jump on board with Bruno and we'll watch the back of Dizzy Super here. See how it handles this wet weather. Do a bit of understeer there. Maybe just pull up the chicane. A little bit wide there, he's had to jump on the brakes so he doesn't slide off into the grass. Tries to use a late apex there through that turn. You just see there a little bit of acceleration and it just brakes sideways. But you just have to grab the brake there to stop it from stepping sideways. Bruno's got to run here. Dizzy defends, makes Bruno go the hard way. Goes for a switch back. Oh, gets back on the inside. Bit of a door slap. The Super just managed to get the power down a little bit better. Dizzy runs very wide there. Looks like he's going to try for a switch back here. Oh, just breaks into wheel spin and that's what you can see, the gap just then opens right back up. Oh, gives Dizzy a major shunt, but redresses. Don't think that was intentionally at all. Just pushing hard. Back to our leader. Doing a great job maintaining that gap. He's got it out now to 5 seconds over Bogan. Bogan's got a bit of traffic in front of him with Grumble Bum. Grumble Bum will be showing a blue flag. Let him know that the race leaders are coming. I think they would be showing a blue flag. The gap's now opened up to just on 6 seconds there, so Aussie Bogan's been caught behind a lapped car. And it's managed to let Sam just extend that lead ever so slightly. Grumble Bum there finally steps aside and lets him pass. We go back to Motorman. doing a great job sitting in third. Definitely say his car's suited for these wet conditions. And back to Dizzy. Dizzy's now opened that gap back up to 2.5 seconds over Bruno, who's sitting in 5th place. We head back to Chase, just on 3 seconds back from Bruno. And then a massive gap of 33 seconds back to Agro Cat, sitting in 7th. I don't know why he keeps doing that. It's so fucking annoying. We have Spoolings now DNF. We got out of the car and pushed it back on its wheels and drove it back to the pits. Well, we then do have in 8th place Grumblebum a lap down. Spooling in 9th, a lap down too. I think he might have stayed out on slicks just a little bit too long. And Red Dragon sitting in 10th. So 2 laps to go in race 2. On board here with Sam for a lap. See how his car's behaving. So those ripple strips will be the super shiny, so they'll be slick as. Sam's really put a tremendous drive in this race. Now got that gap out to 9.8 seconds, so the final stint in this race, he's put his head down and he's just punched out consistent fast lap times. Comes up to the start finish line, to across the line and start the last lap. Beautiful looking Chevrolet Camaro with the Middy's electrical sponsorship and truck assist. I would say a Bryce Fullwood inspired livery. He heads up to the first back straight. Clean air all the way around. It's now out to 14 seconds over Bogan. But Motorman's closing in, so whether Bogan's struggling in this last few laps for grip, Motorman could pinch a position here and take second step. Keep an eye on that. Sam going down the second back straight. The last few complex corners here. The last chicane. Great drive from Sam in race 2 here. Obviously a wet weather man, knows how to control the car in the wet weather. Comes up to the line, across the line, it takes first position, race 2, and that will put him to the top of the playoffs as well. I think it was, no, Aussie Bogan will go to the top. I think Aussie Bogan will go to the top because he's had 2 second places. So a great result there from Aussie Bogan. Motorman to come home in 3rd is actually a great result for him. We head back. Dizzy crosses the line in 4th, followed by Bruno in 5th, then just back to Chase in 6th. We've got quite a ways back to Agro Cat, who I dare say struggled a bit in wet weather, as we all know cats don't like water. He comes up and crosses the line. This will be one that he'll put in the forget bank. Crosses the line with a 7th. Now we've just got Grumblebum and Sparrow to finish the race off. Great drive from Sam. That was absolutely phenomenal. Picked his moment, the right time to pit for the tyres, and off he went. For Aussie Bogan now, who's leading the playoff series, to get his second place in race 1 and 2. So he's accumulated enough points. I dare say that's put him to the top of the playoffs. One race to go. And we will see who our series winner will be. Sparrow now comes up to the line. Finish us off. Red Dragon DNF'd as well. So we had 4 DNFs in that race, which is very unfortunate. But once again, congratulations to the podium, Sam, Bogan and Motorman. Alright, continue. So it looks like we are the host has changed the event. So alright. So it looks like we are back to dry weather again. Looks like we've got a few drivers that have actually dropped out because we are down to 9. So it does look like T-Dub, Binky and Red Dragon have obviously with their DNFs have disconnected and can't reconnect. So, in saying that, the playoffs then comes down to, I believe it's Sam and Motorman. I don't know, so Sam and Aussie Bogan. Motorman's still in the playoffs as well. But with Sam's win and his third place in race 1, and Aussie Bogan's 2 seconds. I'm trying to do the maths here. I don't know how the point system works basically. Must be 300 points for a race win or a round win. If Sam wins again and Aussie Bogan comes second again, I think Sam will have enough to win. I believe. We'll just have to wait and see. let's just hope we have a cracking final race of the series. It's been a great series. I only just jumped on the last few rounds as Mr. Late Night Racing asked me to jump in the comm box once again to assist. But obviously, from the few races that I've seen from Hockenheim through Bathurst through to tonight's race, has been absolutely stunning racing to watch. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well, and make sure you stick around and keep an eye out for Late Night Racing on Facebook. It shows you what events are coming up in the near future, and if you are on an Xbox or PlayStation, there are events that you can join. So send Mr. Late Night Racing himself a message and ask how you can get involved. Alright, so we've got Sam in first, Aussie Bogan in second, Motorman in third, Dizzy fourth. So we're looking for a good start here. Sam got a good jump, Aussie Bogan not too far behind him. Looking for a switchback on the first instance. Dizzy's moved up into third, but Motorman's on the inside. Bruno's managed to put a move on Dizzy's, kept him on the outside, but Dizzy's going to be on the inside for the next turn. Oh, very sideways. It's compromised on exit. He's going to be vulnerable here to chase. Chase looks up the inside here onto the first back straight. Takes a bit of grass. Well, Dizzy might make this stick around the outside here. And he does. Great move. Shows the level of commitment and trust he has with the car. Go back to the front. Sam's got a gap now out to 1.5 seconds on Bogan. Bogan knows he can't let him run away. He's got to stay with him. Go towards the back of the field. We can see Sparrow and Agro Cat. And Grumblebum pushing their way through, trying to catch the group ahead. This is Battle Pack. A little bit of a touch there from Dizzy on Bruno. Dizzy manages to stick around the outside. Now Bruno's going to be vulnerable here to chase. Chase going to have a look up the inside. Not quite ready. To get a good exit through here, get the slipstream down into the hairpin. Oh, he's very squirmy. Agro Cat's all over the back of Chase here as well. Agro Cat's looking to the outside, switches back to the inside, goes deep under brakes. And gets the position. Nicely done. Go back to the front here. Aussie Bogan has started to close in on Sam. It's back down to 1 second. So you can see the top three there have just slightly pushed away from the group. Cat's definitely got his mojo back now that the water has disappeared. forward here with Agro Cat. Heading into the first back straight. A bit of grass. Definitely see how much power these things have got. They do like to skate around and dance. Oh, massive contact there. But it has been readdressed. Oh, he's dropped right off. Agro Cat does hold up and let him back through. That's great racing. Unfortunately, that's managed to put them down into 7th and 8th. Chase and Sparrow managed to claw their way through. Chase trying to close in on Sparrow. These two continue to battle. Cat is looking racy. He's trying to get around as soon as he can. Start clawing the rest of the field in. He's got a 5-second gap up the road to Chase. Not quite close enough this lap. He's managed to brought the gap down to 3/10. Getting a good run here. We try an over and under here at the chicane. Not quite close enough. Got Chase here now all over the back of Sparrow. We've got up to the front too. Aussie Bogan has closed the gap right in now on Sam. Got bonnet view here with Aussie Bogan. Oh, it goes very deep under brakes. Sam just gets a better exit run. Looks like both cars are pretty much matched equally. And they keep Chase right on the back of Sparrow now. If we have a good look back, Agro Cat has dropped off the back of Bruno here, so whether there's been a bit of grass action from Agro, trying to push really hard to close that gap in. As Dizzy and Motorman continue their battle from race 2 in race 3 here. Definitely see that Super is faster in a straight line. A little bit of grass there is not going to help. Chase has managed to make that position stick on Sparrow. Are we going to let that go? Probably not. He's going to try his hardest to get that position back. Just not quite close enough on this lap. There's Dizzy trying to close in. Close in on Motorman again. We'll stay here for a second. We'll watch the attitude of the Super in a straight line. You see the gap is just sitting there at 0.8 of a second. 0.6, 0.5, 0.3. Definitely quicker in a straight line. Well, Motorman's in the grass, that's going to let Dizzy sneak up the inside. Don't know if Motorman's going to let him take that. He'll fight back. See in the straight line there, the Super just pulls away. We've got Chase, the first to do his compulsory stop, first to pull in. Aussie Bogan here, closing right into the back. Right into the back here of Sam. These two are both matched for pace and speed. So we've just reached the halfway mark of the race. Remembering too, everyone has to do a compulsory stop at some stage. There's Dizzy and Motorman. Both jumped into the pits. Watch here, Dizzy pulls in. Pretty quick stop. Dropped and gone again. So the gap is still just on 1 second between Dizzy and Motorman. You see our top three still yet to pit. Or top four. Negro Cat pitted. No, so our top four still yet to pit. Bogan trying so hard to close this gap right up. He knows if he gets the win here, looks like they're both pitting. Aussie Bogan definitely gained some time on pit road there. Aussie Bogan knows that if he wins this race tonight, he's definitely going to secure the championship. Sam just has the better stop. There's Sparrow screams around the outside to take the lead. I dare say Sparrow's the last one that has to do his compulsory stop. What he was seeing, his hand on the back of Sparrow. He looked down the inside, not quite ready yet. Oh, Bogan has a massive dive up. He's got to run on Sparrow here. He's going to play into Aussie Bogan's hands while Sam's battling with Sparrow here. Close this gap right in. And he's got an inside run on Sparrow. Aussie Bogan's just... Oh, Sparrow goes very deep and he's out into the grass. He's definitely out of the contention now. As we look back through the field, everybody's pretty much opened up now. Agro Cat's closing in on the back of Bruno. Bruno's closing in on the back of Chase. So we've still got a battle through the sheep stations going on down here. Looks like Bruno's going to have a look up the inside here of Chase. And manages to make it stick. Beautiful move. Oh, very sideways coming onto the first back straight. Cat now looking down the inside of Bruno, of Chase, sorry. They go side by side, and Chase makes it stick. Aussie Bogan is throwing everything he can and then some at Sam. But I just think Sam has the car set up. Ooh, bit of a lock up to the rears there. Managed to pull that gap now out to 1.6. As Dizzy's closing under the back of Motorman again. This is potentially the battle for third once Sparrow does his compulsory stop. On bonnet cam here on the Supra. As Sparrow, you can see there, pulls into the pits. To do his compulsory stop, he's the last one to do it. So this Agro Cat and Bruno resuming their battle. Oh, a bit of a slap on the wall there from Agro Cat. Closes right into the back of him here. We head back to the front of the field. Looks like Sam's opened the gap back up again after 2 seconds. A comfortable little buffer zone there for him. Just on 3 laps remaining. I believe if Sam takes out the race win here, he will win the series, I believe. Go back here to Agro Cat and Bruno battling for that 5th position. Good, close, hard racing here between these two. We did have a bit of a contentious moment earlier on in race 3, but it was readdressed, which is the right thing to do, and I don't believe it was in malice. It was just an accident that happened. Agro Cat manages to stick it through, but Bruno's going to look up the inside again. He's going to be stuck on the outside here for the next turn. He's going to try an over and under. No, he cannot make it stick. He's going to move up here. Dizzy now all over the back of Motorman. For 3rd spot. Dizzy wants that 3rd spot on the podium. We've got 2 laps remaining. Where can he do it? What part of the track can he look? Definitely both cars have their strong and weak points on different parts of the track, because it keeps fluctuating between a 1 second and half a second. So just 2 laps to go. You watch Sam here come across the line. Make it 2 to go. Got the gap now out to 3.2 over Aussie Bogan. And there's a significant gap going back to Motorman and Dizzy. Then we go back to Agro Cat and Bruno. And Sparrow's biting in on this too. Sparrow's on the back of this battlefield. They're all looking pretty hard. He's still trying to find that spot. Where can he get around? He's thinking to himself, I'm running out of laps, I've got to get this done. He's got to run on him here. He's going to look down the inside. Deep under brakes. And he makes it stick. What a great move. Now he's just going to have to hold him off for 1.5 laps. Go back to the race leader. Sam just crosses the line to start the final lap in the final race of the Gen 3 Supercar Series. As the last 3 rounds we've been in what they call the playoffs, same as what NASCAR do, and same as what Supercars do. They have top 10, then it drops into a top 7, then into a top 4. So our top 4 for this final race was Sam, Aussie Bogan, Motorman and Binky. Unfortunately Binky has dropped out. But Sam has managed 3rd place in race 1. Race win in race 2, and looks like he's going to go on to win race 3 as well, and that will secure him enough points to take the series win. Oh, a bit of a rear lock up there. I dare say he's having a little bit of fun here. Aussie Bogan's obviously had some sort of incident, because he has dropped right back. 8 seconds back now. As Sam crosses the line, and we crown a new series champion for the Gen 3 Supercars. Well done, Sam. And head back, Aussie Bogan crossed the line in 2nd once again. That's 3 seconds for him tonight. Dizzy onto the 3rd step of the podium in the Supra. Just holding off Motorman by half a second. As we go back, Sparrow's managed to get around AgroCat and Bruno to come home in 5th spot. Just holds AgroCat off by 1 second. But obviously AgroCat has had penalties. There you go, 3.9 seconds. Oh, Chase's 5.8. But that's why Bruno jumped there, just because AgroCat's got a 3.9 second penalty. As we head down to Grumblebum, who will finish his lap off. But here is our series champion, Sam. What a great result for him. He's just slowing down as Grumblebum's about to cross the line. Well done, Sam. Congratulations. Great result. So there you have it. That is Late Night Racing's Gen 3 Supercar Series done and dusted for 2025. Hope you guys enjoyed the series. It's been a blast. I've been able to commentate it. Hope you enjoyed that. And congratulations to our podium and our series champion. Thanks for watching, everyone, and catch yous on the next one.